Hello. So, excuse me, Cor Vulnus. I have had a chance to play with this ship for a few days. I think a week now, a week and a half. But I have as you can tell, I got it and then maxed out all of its experience levels. And I'm telling you, so I've done nothing but mostly just pure PvP. So I've done, I don't know, multiple 30, 40 battles in it, maybe more. I'm sure a couple people recently could probably attest to just how much I've done with it. Anyways, Cor Vulnus. I think I love this ship, which surprised me because of how it looks and how new it is and how much I like other ships like Gen and other things like that. But it's fantastic. So let's get right into it. And I have a little, like this time, try to keep my notes together. So I have some notes here. So, Cor Vulnus. It is a rank 16 Empire ECM interceptor. It looks weird. That's a meme. It's basically a meme. It's a little dark, but it's really good. So here's my thing. Of all the ECMs in the game, I believe that this, as my opinion, is the best ECM in the game. And I'm going to back up that claim. Why? Well, here's a few reasons. And just going through it, it's dead hard laser, good speed, blind love. And it's very consistent and very effective. And it also has the only duration buff of any manufactured ship in the game. Duration of ECM modules effects increased by 20%. This does not have it. This doesn't have it. This doesn't have it. Karud doesn't have it. The only one that has it, I think, is Wakizashi. Or Wakizashi. Yeah. This is the only other high rank ship that has it. Salute doesn't have it. None of them do. Only Cor Vulnus. So that allows it. I mean, basically, that allows you to, if you stack that on top of this, you get 32% more effectiveness. So you get something for moving for 4 seconds. Another 2.2 seconds when they can use modules. That makes it extremely unique. Now, we can talk about, that may not be the best thing for you to do, but that is a unique capability that no other ECM has, which means it can extend how powerful its interference is, which no other ECM can do. Let's talk about the rest of the Dead Heart Laser. The laser does okay damage. It's a little finicky, it takes hard to use, there's more than one way to build for it, but the reason it's great is because it disables energy regeneration, which, for an unsuspecting foe, means that they're locked. Attacker can't cloak, certain ships or Typhon has problems. It's surprisingly really effective at messing with enemies, and is really good for chasing down people because they can't use Afterburner, they can't use modules. Now, it's true, many ships have, multi-purpose implants, or, other ECMs have this, for instance. But something specific to note is that this is passive. Even if they use their multi-purpose and stuff, if they stick around long enough, is it 30 seconds, I believe? 15 seconds. Simply saying, this can be effective at some point, at some point, for sure. On every ship, and it's just designed. It's just always working like that, and it's super good. And so, this ship is able to. It's always hard to explain, but explained really well. Oh, that's one thing. Other thing is blind love. Now, everyone knows for Virus, this is essentially the same thing, but there's two things about. So, the secondary thing about it is you get an extra 40 points of energy. Right, it says here, every enemy that sucked at the ship as a target. That's passive. That's automatic all the time, which is super helpful for having energy problems. The second thing, of course, like Morardi, this thing does two things. It disables the enemy's firing weapons, and it damages somebody else. You can do that, so you can activate this as someone who's firing at you, stun someone else, and stun someone else. All at the same time, and affect 4 people in a span of a few seconds, and still have Dead Heart. That is extremely high burst amount of interference. On top of, just be able to not let people regenerate their hull. So we have Dead Heart, So we have duration, dead heart, blind love, and then I have something else on my list here. Ah, yes, it's good speed. And it's not absurd, but 500 with very high rotation and very high strafe speed, this thing is really, it feels like the build I have for it feels extremely good. It really does. Extra damage, extra maximum speed. It's very good stats for the ship. I mean, really, some of the best. So let's talk a bit more about my build here. I call it embrittlement since I like having ice names for now, and I like the what is this, the polar, the, oh no, sorry. Arctic breath. I just like how the way it looks, it shimmers and it's white. I think it's really pretty on the ship and for most ships. So, ice name. Let's talk about the build here. So, very normal, right? Go for potent interferences. So obviously static, so people can't move and they can't shoot. It's good for knocking down ships, and this is good for interfering with other people. At the same time, this gives me a lot of extra speed for chasing down people or running away. And also, you'd be surprised to know that if you're chasing after tacklers or Tychons, things with high regeneration, this is actually really good for chasing them down and making, reducing their effectiveness at regeneration. And it is something I can actually tell you I've actually felt. So I know most people use this because of the overpowered amount that you can just, shake off any debuffs from you and the speed boost. But genuinely, I actually have had it really, really useful when people are running away from me, not only for speed, but because they can't heal as much. It's been genuinely helpful, so I wanted to put that out there. And of course, in health repair kit. I think something really strong is the fact that it has passive regeneration of both shield and hull, while also having crystal plates. So you can choose whether or not to regenerate in combat with this, or take a break and leave and, regenerate on the run using regenerative coating. And again, because you have this, you have a lot of energy most of the time. Just typical speed slots. So I'm going ahead and doing what I did for Gen, which I'll discuss in another video, but I'm trying to figure out a good build for this. You can go middle, like 35% critical chance, but have a lot more damage bonus, which will make it feel more powerful at times. Or frankly, it's probably better just to be a little more consistent and just simply go for 2 ion and then just 105%. So you can do that. Either one of those is fine. So you can do this, do that. So you can do 2 infrareds or an infrared and a target tracking coprocessor. Frankly, you can do what you'd like. I would not recommend doing Horizon. You can do this whatever you want. If you want to do Horizon, do a flat reflector, and maybe interfere with more people long distance, that's a good idea. And you can also change. This thing is, I should probably go to the next section, is this thing is super customizable. Like what I just described, you can change one of these out, lose damage twice, so lose damage here, and then go flat reflector to have a lot of range. And then you can change the active module to this one. So you have a lot more range. So you can affect a whole lot more people at a lot farther range. Or again, if you want to do a ton of stun locks, which is also a really good idea. I just like having more powerful, longer time stuns because I do a lot of firefights, and that's really important. I'll explain why in a second, but you could do that and just go for. Oh, this one doesn't have cooldown time. My bad. I thought it did. Interesting. Well, you could do this. I don't think it's necessary, really. Any of these are fine, really. It just depends on how you want to build it. Okay, so that's interesting. It trades it out. Well, that's much better than to use duration. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is cheesy, but I'm not trying to boast here, but I have abused it with so much consistent success. I have had at least one player, probably 2 other players, genuinely change their Tychon loadout to get the extra damage and use this against me because they're so sick of dying to it. Here's one of the secrets. First off, use it properly. You have to be on top of someone, know where they're moving. It takes some skill to use, I don't know, there are some people I know that don't use it very well. They just kind of throw it out there and hope it hits you. And, that's fine, it works, but you should probably, I'd recommend, actually trying to think about when you put these down and know when you're moving away from it and then moving to it so that you don't get as damaged as they do and they get hit very quickly. But really just drop it on top of them. That works really well. Just like run past them and drop on top of them. Works every time. It's super good for when they try to rush you last second. Just be like, okay, we'll come here. And then they just blow up. But the biggest thing is you need to have extra damage. This thing is based like 9,000 damage. Get the extra damage. It is so worth it. Because if you don't make the kill, it's been wasted. There's only 3 of these, so you need to like know when to get their health down as much as possible and decide whether or not you can finish them off with this or stasis or something else, or throwing them off. Something else to think about. Your customers are ECMs or interceptors because they're hard to hit. The laser has hard time, doing that kind of damage to small objects. You can do that, but remember that these things do full damage to fighters, extra damage to frigates, and extra damage to destroyers. So you can absolutely get the last hit on a destroyer with one of these. So remember who your targets are. Other than that, it's a great ship. Now before I go into a PvP, because frankly it could be good, it could be bad. I'll try and showcase how to use it and some playstyles for it, but I want to do a very quick ECM bootcamp guide. So let's do it. So different ECM ships are better at different forms of interference, right? So we want to talk about 2 ways we can categorize interference types. We have gaps and opportunities. One thing that's really good about this, and Jen does this very well, so gaps. You can use gaps to extend a battle or a duel, especially duels. What does that mean? It means, here's an example. If someone's coming at you, which I want to show in a PvP, but just in case it doesn't happen, you can choose. So like the idea, instead of trying to fight them when they're at their fullest, when they're doing their, I say alpha salvo, when they come in with their high damage, all their modules, like gunships, you don't want to fight them then, because, that puts you on defense. Well, you'd rather waste it on them. So what you can do is they do that, and then you can pop like an ion diffuser. So you do that, then they can't do, then they can't do anything, and then you can be fighting back. Or you can, do something else. So frankly, you have so many options to extend a battle that allows you to do damage to them when they can't do it to you, and control how a battle goes. So I'm trying to impress upon the audience, you need to learn. The skill is going to come from knowing the ships, and the modules you pick, and how they flow. There is not just one combo for every person. Depends on who's there and who has target priority. Great example is like this works really well. It could be really good against, like a pro player or a strong player, or you could do it against an AI which has lasers or an albario. So like for instance, if there are 2 players and one's strong player coming from me and he has an ally next to him that's not as important but useful, hit the ally, like his ally, the other enemy, to do damage to the guy you want dead first. You want the strongest person destroyed first. It's pretty obvious, because if you're attacking somebody else, that means he's just be able to attack you completely. So tag the ally, hit him, make him fire at the main enemy, and then quickly switch to him. And and you can disable him. So like for a great example is, for instance, especially Albario. On target Albario, target an enemy Albario, use this, target somebody else, and use stasis. So they can't move, and they can't do anything, which means all the damage goes right to them. If it's Albario, because it has auto-tracking laser, you can probably get away with using this, and then switching to the other target, and using this on them. So use this on Albario, use this on somebody else, so they can't get out of it, they can't run, it limits their modules. So again, it just depends on the dynamic. And this is great too. Like again, someone's coming at you, alpha salvo, just hit this button, and then they're not shooting at you, or they're shooting at their ally. So they're wasted all of that. They can't shoot at you. So they do nothing. And then, you go through the fight, and then you probably want to use this to create another gap. Because in the battalion, use this. You want to wait a little bit, use a gap, do that. By then, most of the health is down. Finish it up with this. Or you finish it up with this. Just depends on what they do. So that's the idea about gaps. Gaps can be used to extend a fight, giving you the upper hand, and waste their potential and their optimal damage dealing. I guess their optimal damage dealing potential. Let's talk about opportunities. And that's really it's a lot of the same modules, but how you use them. So again, stasis is an opportunity. Like they're at low, we're fighting. He's at low health. You hit this button, you get behind him, you kill them. You create an opportunity because create an opportunity to destroy him. It's the same thing with allies. You can use gaps. Well, I guess we should make that separate, but that's an opportunity as well. And you can make opportunities using this as well. Again, use it on an ally to hit the ship. That's a great example as well. So that's opportunities can help you do damage to someone on purpose, while gaps are made to extend a fight so you have the upper hand. It's just a way to think about it. I'm going to use these modules not mainly so I can hit him, but more so that I can, reduce his amount of damage or run away. Like, you don't always have to fight someone. Someone could be chasing you. They're about to, you can hit a button, and they can't hit you. They can't use their modules. They can't chase after you. They can't run away. It's a great idea. So let's talk about when it comes to your allies, because one thing about this is with its modules, to be a really good ECM, I can say this with some experience, if you want to be good, really good, you need to be very quick with your fingers. As in, you need to be really good about having situational awareness and tagging, interfering with other players that are not just you. Perfect example. If you see that pro player about to attack an ally, get ion diffuser so they can't use their models or use their guns. Now they're flying around useless. Or if you notice, or separately, if you see two people dueling, you can use that. You can use this on the enemy when he's at low health to give someone else the opportunity to destroy them. So it depends on where they are in the match. You have to use your common sense to know, okay, what is the best thing for each point in time. Like for instance, if the enemy pro player is coming in, he's brand new, full health, and he does the alpha salvo against all these people, it would be better to use ion diffuser, because it would have him disabled for a lot longer time, even though he can move. But if he's at lower health, just a good example, if you're at lower health, but the person is also a fighter, then you can use this and give your ally a chance to kill him. Or if your ally's running away, then you should be using this, because it stops him from killing him a lot longer. So you need to be thinking about it. You need to be quick about it. You have to know, example, like if you have, especially have multiple targets, it's like, who needs to not move? Who needs to not have any modules? Who needs to not have their guns? You have choices here. And the same thing is like, okay, who is going to be the weakest to my weapon? Okay, command fighter, right? So I can deal with the command fighter. Well, that's a great example. For instance, if you have two pro players and one person is on like a gunship and one person like a Loki, you can. I'm going to take care of this guy. I can get him on him close, but I'll stop him from shooting at me while I take care of him. So, ion diffuser on him, and I'm going to take care of him. And if it's a third person, I can use this to keep him busy or use this to keep him busy. That's a good idea. Like, you can change that too. Like, if that gunship, you can use this on the gunship, and then you both tackle the Loki without doing anything else. You have these extra modules for something else. So you have these on him, on these on another ally, like another person. There's so many options for you to use. So I really want you to just try to stress that you can really extend your influence, extend your reach, and get better at thinking about how to use things. I was informed, which is good advice. I'm not using my modules enough. Use them. And it's the same thing with this. Like, there's only 3 of them, so we don't want to waste it. But also, it'll just regenerate. I have crew that lowers the cooldown of it. So use it. Don't waste them. Don't waste your modules. It's a balance, but be more aggressive. A little bit more aggressive. Don't waste it, but be a little more aggressive. That's it. So I'm gonna talk about the crew real quick. So more resistance, obviously target locking and crit chance, extra shield. It doesn't really matter. Either of these are fine. I need more damage, so I'm gonna do this. Strafing, it just finishes the hybrid rotation setup that I have. Critical damage. This is fine too. I just like it because if I use modules, it doesn't eat away at all of it all the time. And that goes into the energy regeneration curve, but don't worry about that. It basically means that if your energy hits halfway, it regenerates a lot quicker than if it's all the way at the bottom. And then, yep, energy zapping fence. You can change it to something else. It doesn't really matter though. Actually, you could probably even do this. That's fine as well, since you already have this. But either way, it's fine. I use this. You could do this. Doesn't matter. It's up to your discretion. I want this because I want the maximum effectiveness. You need this. That's helpful because you want to be spamming those missiles. You can do either one, but frankly, I don't miss the extra damage more than having my missiles back, those mines back. This is fine. Probably this is better. It really doesn't matter. You want this because while I get a lot more effectiveness, I want them to come back more. So you could do damage if you want more damage, but frankly, I want my modules. I'm made to be more of an interferer. If I can use my modules more often, that's better in the long run. All these are here or there. Probably not this one. Maybe I want to do this one. This is good too, or this. Either one's fine. And then this. You need the extra damage. So that's basically it. I think there was I thought there was another missile module somewhere. So it's just 17%. Okay. And that's it. So that finishes my ECM bootcamp guide and my Cor Vulnus guide and review. Cor Vulnus means, I think I put it in the Discord, but it means, let me check what I translated it. It was translated heart wound. Cor means the heart, Vulnus is like a piece of wound, apparently. You can feel free to double check that. That's what it means. Alright, well that ends that. Let's try a PvP battle. I can probably show you guys a little better what I'm talking about. But if you're wondering about Cor Vulnus, if it's any good, it is probably right now the best ECM interceptor available. Just because of its uniqueness in both its modules and weapons, and also its ability to have the longest sub duration of any of the other ships. Let's talk about Eternal Moment. It's an okay. It's good. It's probably better with more practice. But what it does is it actually reduces an enemy's reloading rate by a factor of 4. So if something takes 10 seconds to reload, now it takes 40. So if someone uses a module that has low cooldown, you can use that button, and they basically can't use active modules really at all. That's good for almost everyone. But sometimes it has certain issues and stuff. So like this is a great example, right? I know this guy does good damage. So I'm gonna do that. And then what I'm gonna do is nope, see here? Stop him. Come here. Do this. This is good for me because I have time to I'm not being shot at because nobody can see me. So let's wait, do this. Let's do that. Now I'm waiting, I'm looking around here. Come over here. Okay, let's do that. See if it hits him. Perfect. See? You gotta be thinking about it. I would have missed him had I not looked at him. That's okay. Look at my health. Alright, looking at the radar. I see this guy. Look at the granite. Let's hit him. Took care of that. Let's see what else is targeting me. I could stop him, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna keep on walking. Alright, let's slow down a little bit. Okay, do that. So you can't do, just, that's okay. Try to regenerate my health. Okay. I see my repair kit, but I don't want to do that. I want to save it. So I'm going to walk around a little bit. I'm going to look at what's going on. Alright, I see him. I see my cooldown's going down. I'm at 10, 9, so I'm trying to walk around a little bit. Wait, 7. I'm starting walking over there towards him. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Great. Let that go. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my health back. I think he's gone. Okay, so I'm going to... Here, I'm going to try and defend this. So I'm going to wait for him. Try to run a little bit. I'm going to die. Here. Do that. Okay. Okay. Oh, dang it. I told you I was going to die. I could have had that Loki. Alright. So let's look at what's going on here. We need to get that back. I need to take him down. So let me walk a little bit. I know he's going to die. I'm sorry about that. What do I want to do? I don't have to do anything, really. Okay. Okay, that worked out. That's fine. Okay, let's go over here and capture this beacon. Just get enough. Great. Come over here. Now I just want to kind of play my games a little bit. Go up, go down, think what I'm going to do. I can't see him anymore. I'm going to go down. I can see him over there, so I'm going to come around here. Okay, that's okay. Great. So now I'm going to run up to him because I interfered with him. Okay, great. So now I have Dead Heart on him, so now he can't... Okay, that's okay. So nice and easy. Take a break. Do this. Do that. He's gonna turn around eventually and start shooting at me. Or someone else is. That's okay. Here, watch this. Nope. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, so nope, run away, don't bother. So what do you do? We're gonna wait, hit 4, hit 3, do that. Be careful, there's somebody over here. They're annoying me. Him out. I'm gonna look at him. I want to take him out. I know these do a lot of damage to him, but I need to be careful. Keep my head over here. Loki. So I have no allies over here. Here. Do that. Should have stunned him first. Okay. So let's see here. I'm gonna take care. I'm gonna try and annoy this guy. And do that. Great. Perfect. 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 Yeah, this bear is easy prey. The question is, do I want to do that? What should I do? He's gonna die though. There's no point. Yeah, let's do that. Thing is, I'm just gonna die though if I try and fight him. No. Okay, that did work. Okay, now I have problems. I have low health, I'm in cover, I'm out of pocket, and I have no modules. Okay, let's wait. I'm gonna die. That's okay. He's a little busy. I know he's weak. I know he's weak up close. I just can't get up close. Yep. Stupid thing. I don't know who the heck moved me. The team just kind of sucks. Okay, well, I don't want to lose either, so I'll do the right thing and try and capture this weekend. Yeah, my team just really sucks. So I have issues, because I know that tackle is coming from me. Probably. Look over here. I have choices here. Good, but I don't really want to. Okay, see if I can get him. No, he was on EM barrier. Okay. I wasted a whole lot of modules for that, but that's okay. I'm trying to take care of this guy. Let's see if I can walk over there to him, but I also want to take care of this Emperor, which is being annoying. He's my priority. I have no modules. Let me go over here. Ah, he's being healed! Here. No. Okay. Nope. Okay, that worked out well. Can I get this guy? Can I get this guy? Okay, do this. Okay, good. Ugh, stop it! Stop it. Where'd he go? He jumped. That's what happened. Okay. Okay. I am... No. That is lag. I'm watching until he locks me. Until then, I pretend like nothing happens, because I move pretty fast, he can't hit me. Just trying to do a bunch of things at the same time. Trying to look around, trying to make sure he blocks me, and trying to figure out who's over there with low health so I can take care of him. So who's over here? Okay. Let's do that. No, he's not close enough. Okay. 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 I need you to take. Okay, that was a no. Oh. Nope, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. And I moved down. Nope. Not doing it yet. Need to save it. He can chase after me all he wants. That's fine. Frankly, I like it that way. So the problem is we're getting checked by more than one person. Ugh. Did I get him? I got him. Is that a bot? How in the world? I know it's Shagan, he's not a bot, but like, what the hell? Yeah, so... we'll go right over here, take care of this Emperor. Well, attempt to anyways. Okay. Doesn't matter. GG. I know it was short, but I hope at least wanted to showcase some ways to think about it. And how you want to be like hyper vigilant and very thoughtful. I could have done better, but I could have done a lot worse. It's not bad. Actually, it's not bad at all, considering, you know, what I was in compared to a lot of other people. Anyways. So, that is Cor Vulnus embrittlement. So I want to take a second and just talk about, not that this is a New Year's resolution necessarily, but I'm trying to be more kind and mild and peaceable, because that's what a good person does. So I want to try and spread a note of positivity. So if you die to somebody or you don't play good, just say, you know, not telling what to do, but let's say GG. Let's have better camaraderie. And at the same time, let's not judge people based off matches. You know, like, I was at the last place in this match for quite a while. And frankly, if I didn't capture the beacon, I probably would have been in last place. Let's stop judging everyone based on what ships they choose or how one match handles. Frankly, there's tons of players that I know that have good days and not so good days. I mentioned it to somebody, he got offended, he blacklisted me. You know, that happens. But we should all try and be a little more mature here. There's more to life than one battle, or one kill, or one ship, or differing opinions. So try to respect each other, and, well, be more mature. Most of us are acquaintances or friends in a game. We play. We're on the same sides, different sides. Let's just try and be mature, and be open to new ideas. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Rivix out.